a bit about a mindset and an attitude for changing our world. And as I was thinking into this and thinking about each one of you and just recognizing that you each hold this beautiful role, and this role really and truly has the power to shape the communities and ignite transformation and leave an indelible mark on the lives of the people that you serve. So today, I want to challenge you to embrace a mindset and an attitude that's not only going to change the way that you lead personally, but it's also going to empower you and all of us to be able to change the world. Because leadership is not merely a position or a title. It's an attitude. John Maxwell talks about it's the influence that you have, but it's also an attitude and a recognition that we are a steward of influence. It's a custodian of opportunities and a builder of legacies. You stand at the crossroads of shaping the future. So I want you guys to ask yourself today, in this moment, how will you use your position to make an enduring impact? Now, to answer this question, we have to shift from a transactional mindset where leadership is really about managing tasks and things that we're doing to a transformational mindset where leadership is about inspiring and equipping people. It's about solving problems and creating a vision for a brighter future. But to lead change, especially at this level, we first have to change ourselves. Transformation begins with us. It begins with us having a growth mindset and a belief that challenges are not roadblocks, but that they are stepping stones. It's a conviction that every setback carries within it the seed of opportunity. So let me share just a quick story about when I really started learning this lesson for myself. You see, when I was in my early 20s, I became a mom for the first time. I don't know how many of you out there are parents yourselves, but maybe you were a bit like me. And before I had my first child, I was still an employee. I was a daughter. I was a friend, and wife. Had all of these things that was going, and I was thinking, maybe a bit naively, that having a child would not change that much. I wanted the child and we were just going to add it into everything else that I was doing. However, I quickly learned that the person that I was before I had my child, even though I was competent and doing fine, was not the same person that was going to be able to handle all of the new responsibilities. Because at that moment that my son was born, everything changed. I was suddenly responsible for the life and well-being and the future of another human being. And I started becoming overwhelmed by how much I did not know, how much I didn't know about parenting, about how to balance everything, and about myself. And I realized that the confidence that I had in my skills and the other roles that I had didn't automatically translate to this new responsibility. I was entrusted with something precious, and I needed to grow to become the person capable of handling it. Obviously, this was a very humbling experience, but it was also very empowering. It's not unlike the situation that you may find yourself in. The roles that you are in, you're entrusted with something precious. And sometimes you may be feeling overwhelmed, but it's also very empowering. You see, I started shifting my mindset to being more growth oriented, and it allowed me to start seeing every sleepless night and every challenging moment and every doubt that I had as an opportunity to learn and to improve. And slowly, as my growth mindset started to increase and improve, I started embracing the idea that I didn't have to know all of the answers and have everything figured out today, right now. I could figure it out little by taking the next step, and I could figure it out along the way, as long as I was willing to seek help, as long as I was willing to grow and to adapt, just like many of you. You see, Nelson Mandela once said, "It always seems impossible before it's done." And great leaders see possibilities where others see impossibilities. They ask what can be done rather than just saying it can't be done. As leaders, we're going to encounter moments where the weight of responsibility can feel overwhelming, just as it did when I became a mom, or maybe it's a feeling that you had when you first became a parent, or when maybe you first stepped into your role. But those moments are also opportunities for growth. You are architects of possibility. Every policy, every decision, every action that you take can either build or break the trust of those that you serve. Choose to build. Choose to embrace the challenges as stepping stones. Choose to grow into the leader that your team, your organization, your community, and your country needs. Because leadership is not just about a growth mindset, it's also about service. And the world's most effective leaders, from Mahatma Gandhi to Mother Teresa, did not seek personal gain. They sought after the greater good. Because serving others does not diminish your own power. In fact, it has the opposite effect. It magnifies it. An attitude of service fosters trust, it builds relationship, and creates lasting change. Because leadership that's rooted in service has the power to unite communities. It has the ability to restore hope and to shape a future of progress and opportunity. As leaders, we need to let ourselves choose to serve, not just to lead, so that we can have a legacy that leaves a lasting impact. Now, leadership is not just about service and a growth mindset, it's also about vision. Now, visionary leaders, they don't just see what is in the present tense, but they start looking ahead and they see what could be. Future depends on leaders like you, leaders who dare to dream, but vision alone is not enough. Vision must be paired with action. Now, it's said that vision without action is merely a dream, and action without good values is a nightmare. But vision with good values and action can change the world. Now, as you embark on this journey and you are stepping in and taking on the responsibility to solidify good values in your own life, now these good values are going to be guardrails for your life as well as for your leadership. And I want to challenge you to be the leaders who move beyond rhetoric, just merely talking, and move to action that gets results, who are able to turn ideas into bold initiatives, who inspire others to join you on the journey for transformation. But change is not easy, as we know. Leaders, we're going to face challenges. We will face resistance and criticism and obstacles. Resilience is also the hallmark of a transformational leader. When challenges arise, don't shrink back. This is our opportunity to press forward with courage. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals who share your vision. Also, equip yourself with the tools and the knowledge to innovate and adapt. Remember that every great leader faced challenges and adversities, but they refused to give up. So in closing today, I'd like to leave you with this challenge for you to be the leader who lights the fire of hope in the hearts of others. I want you to be the leader who transforms the community that you live in by demonstrating integrity and the value for every person with a vision. I want you to be the leader who turns possibilities into realities. You see, your country needs you. Your community needs you. Our world needs you. Because together we can embrace a mindset and an attitude for changing the world. This is a beginning. This is the catalytic moment as you begin your own personal transformational journey that's going to impact your country and your community for generations to come.